Let's now welcome the starters from the PLDT high-speed power hitters. Let's start off with jersey number 3, Mika Irene Reyes. Number 4, Julian Marie Samonte. Jersey number 10, Tony Rose Basas. Number 12, team captain Rhea Katrina de Maculangan. Jersey number 13, Del Palomata. And number 17, Fiola May Ceballos. Starting the battle is jersey number 8, Kathleen Faith Arado, with her head coach, George Pasqua. And now, let's meet the starting 6 from the CREAMLINE Coal Smashers. Let's start off with the team captain, jersey number 2, Eliza Valdez. Number 5, Brisa Sato. Jersey number 6, Jeanette Panaga. Number 12, Julia Melissa de Guzman. Jersey number 18, Diana May Carlos. And number 23 is Jessica Margaret Galanza. With starting libero number 11, Kyla Liana Atienza, and her head coach is Sherwin Meneses. This match is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusement Board.
All right, let's take a look at the starting lineup. No surprises here, Ish.
For the PLDT high-speed hitters, we have Mika Reyes, Dul Samonte, Fiola Ceballos, Del Palomata, Di Maculangan, Basas, and of course, your starting libero in Kath Arado.
Okay, and the usual suspects, it looks like also from the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers.
Yes, the same first 7 that won last matchup against the Petrogas Angels, Tots Carlos, Panaga, Galanza, Eliza Valdez, of course, Risa Sato, Gia Morado de Guzman, and of course, your starting libero in Kyla Atienza.
And we are getting ready for live action here at the Phil Oil Center in San Juan. Chiqui Roa Puno here on the call with Ish Polvorosa. I love the stories that we started with, talking about how these team members, these players on both sides are maturing and how that contributes to their game, ano?
Yes, Chiqui. Of course, these teams, hindi naman na sila bago sa isa't isa. But the use of the word maturity, is still wanting each and every day to mature as a team.
Talaga, daily yan, ano? Daily struggle. Starting off with a rally right away. He's looking good. Crowd here, as usual, enjoying the action. Galanza dug there. What a rally we have. And CREAMLINE setting up again. Patay-patay, ah. Let's see who Rhea goes to. Great blocking. Samonte there. Can't get through the blockers of CREAMLINE. Carlos goes up again. Wow. Ah! Let that one go.
Chiqui, that was a very long rally. For the very first point of the match, grabe, the defensive efforts in that sequence. What a start.
Magandang panitain to. This is going to be the kind of play. This is the kind of action we're going to see today. Aabutin tayo ng Game 2 ng second match, which is also, of course, very exciting.
Yes.
It's a double header today. For our second day, second match, we are going to see the Cherry Tigo crossovers go up against single HG Spikers who are currently on top spot. So, like I said, great day for volleyball. Gemma Galanza, as you can hear, a lot of fans here cheering her on. She did really well in her first game of this conference. Napanood mo yun?
Yes, she did. Carrying the load alongside Tots Carlos. Eliza Valdez was a bit off in that matchup. But again, a volleyball team, at the end of the day, you're a team. So kailangan nila magtulungan, and that was their mindset, and they won that match against the Petrogas Angels.
I think yung sinasabi din ni Gia de Guzman, the maturity also comes in. You're being able to trust other players aside from just going with the very dependable Eliza Valdez.
Yes, as we mentioned that, Chiqui, no? That she had a rough day against the Petrogas Angels, but she scored her very first point of the match today. Eliza Valdez, of course, the phenom.
The phenom. She had 8 in that first game. which is a good showing, but not something we expect from the Phenom, like you mentioned. And we suspect also that she will probably be making amends today. Maybe it was, I don't know, early jitters from the conference. So, syempre, you're resting for a while. So, let's see how things shape up for Eliza Valdez in this game. Let's listen in on Franny Reyes, who has an early report for us.
Of course, the PLDT high-speed hitters finished their first game in 3 sets. So I asked Coach George Pascua if he has any expectations from his girls. And he actually told me, wala namang expectations. He just expects that they play the way they played in their first game, because every game is really an opportunity for them to learn. And if anything, their goal, of course, is to win. Back to the bat.
Thanks a lot, Franny. Naalala ko yung kinuwento ni Franny kanina, how Gia said she expects PLDT to play a perfect game. I mean, talk about respect for your opponents.
Yes, of course, the PLDT power hitters. Sabi nga ni Coach George, ang kailangan na lang nila, especially coming in this conference, is the chemistry. And so far with that win against the Cherry Pigo crossovers, napakita nila na in the last months na nag-practice sila after the last conference, na napakita nila na they can go toe-to-toe with every team na makakalaban nila in this conference.
Of course, Chin Basas on your screens now with the serve, one of the 4 players from PLDT who scored in double figures in that first game. And you know, as we take a look at again, CREAMLINE getting the point back.
2 for 2.
Oo, tama siguro yung so far yung ating prediction nababawi is si Liza Nido. Mukhang nagkakatotoo.
That's how we know her.
Yes. She's at the serve. Nice reception there by PLDT. Palomata just pushing the ball over, getting that quick point.
Palomata, quick to recognize na medyo malayo yung depensa ni Tots Carlos. Of course, a national team member.
Yeah.
Fresh off of Vietnam SEA Games.
Alam mo, meron talagang dagdag yan when you come back into the pro leagues. This is her first season back since the SEA Games, Siyempre, may bigat yun eh. Meron kang natutunan, may baon ka doon, and it feeds into your confidence. You know that as a national team player.
Yes, absolutely. And in addition, they played against Team Japan. The exhibition game, she also played in that. Of course, exposure and experience, malaking tulong yun for Del Palomata.
We were talking about this girl, Risa Sato, earlier also, and the kind of energy she infuses into CREAMLINE. And off of her serve, a point there, so she will continue at, that's off the block rather, so PLDT will get that off the hands of CREAMLINE. It's Del Palomata. Continues to serve here. Tallest player on the PLDT squad. In fact, she, I think, is the tallest player in the field at 6'2". Yeah.
Serving wide. It's Del Palomata.
And it's 6 apiece early in this first set. And very popular setter, Gia de Guzman. So, nice serve. What a great setup. It all starts with a great serve na over-receive nung kabila, and Carlos with a put away.
Sabi nga nila, early Christmas gift. But credit that point to Gia Morado. What a loaded serve as well.
Absolutely. Thank you sa regalo, sabi ni Tots Carlos. Another good serve, this time well received by PLDT. That ball, almost. Trying to get that ball and keep it in play, couldn't do it.
Good hit there from Jules Samonte. She saw that the blockers weren't able to press their block properly. And nakita siya ng loose end of that block. Doon niya pinadaan, Chick.
We see CREAMLINE challenging a lot at the front, but of course, it's not just about being in the right position. It's also the timing of when you go up. Talk about timing. She knew exactly when to hit that ball. Tots Carlos, inunahan niya yung blockers ng PLDT with that kill.
Oh my God.
Tactical timeout now. CREAMLINE with a 1-point lead. We'll be back for more of your PVL after this. Back here at the Flying V Center in San Juan for our first of our doubleheader today in the second week action of the PVL and more from Tots Carlos. Dami na niyang ginawa. Di pa tayo nangangalahati in this first set and we've been mentioning Tots Carlos' name a lot.
Wow, I'm speechless. Look at that form. And the power, Chiki.
Just a loaded attack. Kahit na, siyempre si Kat Arado, another national team, extraordinary libero couldn't keep that ball up. Si Tots, by the way, was able to play for flag in the exhibition games between Japan and Thailand. So, meron na rin yun.
Yes.
Dagdag.
So far, we can see CREAMLINE maximizing their strength in defense and of course smart attacking, no? Hindi naman kailangan laging malakas yung palo. Just look for ways to score points and that'll do for the team.
Absolutely. We know that Eliza Valdez has that volleyball IQ and we've seen her do that a couple of times already. Just play it soft and just get the point easily. That's a nice dig by Galanza. Wow, what a block by Mika Reyes.
The roof from Mika Reyes. Very well-timed block from her. Nakita niya eh. Saktong-sakto yung pagtalon at pagpwesa niya ng big leap attack. She was able to block that ball.
Great solo block. Pagka ganyan, we know that the middle blocker, tinitignan din niya. Correct me if I'm wrong, as a setter, titignan mo rin yung position ng setter mo tapos huhulaan mo kung saan pupunta yung bola. Tama ba?
Yeah.
Yeah. And si Gia is magaling na manghuhula. I mean, si Mika magaling na manghuhula kay Gia.
And of course, you add that 4 to 5 years of playing against each other in the UAAP. They know each other very well.
Totoo yan. CREAMLINE still with the lead here. To that outside hit again from Tots Carlos, hitting it off the block this time and scoring.
Very smart hit from Tots Carlos.
Yeah, she's just really racking on the points early here. Already 4 early in this first set. And off the hands there of CREAMLINE. PLDT scoring. Fiola Ceballos.
Great recognition of the block. Nakita niya, Risa Sato was a bit late on that double block. Ceballos with that off the block point.
And an underhand set. Tots Carlos will make do. Gandang habol. Great effort by PLDT. Worth it. Ceballos converts there.
Ceballos, that was a vertical jump hit. Hindi pa siya naka-approach ng maayos on that spike, pero she saw that hole. Smart cross-court hit from Ceballos of the PLDT.
Yun yung nakakatawa is nakita mo nagpapakamatay yung mga teammates mo really trying to save the ball and then you convert and get a point off of it. All worth it.
Justice.
This time, Carlos gets a point off of that block by Ceballos, hitting it off her hands.
Speaking of justice, Chicky, pinagkakatiwalaan siyang maigi nito ni Gia Morado de Guzman so far in this matchup. 5 points already for Tots Carlos.
We saw 2 aces in her first set, game rather. This time into the net. May mga high risk, high reward jump serves that we've become used to. Actually, I'm raring to see more of that among our girls.
Yeah.
You know, the volleyball fans, there are many of you watching now. I'm sure you caught the action from the VNLs. Before that, the UAAP, just sunod-sunod ang volleyball natin dito. And nakikita natin, paakyat din ang level, ang quality of volleyball.
Again, Eliza Valdez, a down-the-line hit. He's coming alive.
Absolutely.
Very early part of this match against the PLDT power hitters. As we expected her.
Yep. That's a nice reception there by Ceballos. Palomato, binalik ang bola. Ceballos, that one is error at the set there. But yeah, CREAMLINE actually let it go.
A bit of
It was
confusion.
outside.
One of the linesmen called it a check ball off of Gia de Guzman, pero the first referee quick to reverse that call. So you see that replay.
Back in action here. CREAMLINE will set up. Guzman just sends it over. Running attack is Doug. Carlos showing how she is also efficient at the back row. Galanza gets it past that block. Good enough for point number 15 for CREAMLINE.
Gemma Galanza from Ate, Eliza Valdez. What a set from her. You know,
Yep.
that's what's important for Eliza. Sometimes if you can't help with your usual numbers in the offense, there are other ways to contribute in the team, in defensive part of the game, and that's what she did in their last match against the Petrogas Angels.
Alam naman natin that she is a phenom because she is a all-around player. And Sato this time shows what she's got.
Wow, what a hit from Mrs. Sato, and what a set as well.
Absolutely. Great sequence there, getting us to our second technical timeout. CREAMLINE now with a 5-point lead, and we'll be back for more volleyball after this break. CREAMLINE pulling away now with a 5-point lead after that 11-5 run before the technical timeout. Anong nangyari doon is medyo napako na ang PLDT.
Yeah. Of course, the CREAMLINE Crew Smashers showing their defensive grit. Halos wala silang hinahayaang mapababang bola sa kanilang court. And that's what's helping their cause in this first set against the PLDT power hitters.
Sipag talaga, no? Sipag and just never say die. Just keeping the ball in play. And we see, of course, another factor here, aside from Carlos, bringing on her A game. Eliza Valdez is back. As you said, she was silent in that first game that she played in the opening day of the Invitationals, or their first game anyway. But now she's already at 5 points. Or check that, make it 4 points. Carlos just ahead by 1. Carlos already with 5 in this first set alone.
Service error.
Yeah, not what they need.
Not when the lead is this big, Shaky.
Some adjustments you feel they need to make on the court besides matching the defensive sipag, as you said, of CREAMLINE. Ano pang kailangan gawin ng PLDT dito?
I think they have to acknowledge that not first attacks that they're gonna do in this game against CREAMLINE is gonna result to an immediate point. They have to make it sequence per sequence. Kailangan tiyagain natin. Because CREAMLINE is very well known to be a very defensive team. Hindi masyadong strong on blocking, but pag lumusot sa block, they're there. They can defend the ball. So they have to acknowledge that fact na kailangan nilang tiyagain itong game against CREAMLINE. They have to be intelligent in their attacking as well. Kailangan hindi puro palo, hindi puro power. You have to use your mind as well.
I so get you. And the patience and really to want to recycle the ball, di ba?
Yes.
Hindi dapat kailangan perfect pass, perfect set. You have to take what comes your way. And, well, really, first you got to get the ball up and just get it up.
Yeah.
Just get it up.
Yeah, that's what they did in their first match against the Petrogas Angels. They had lots of opportunities to score points because of their defense.
Let's see, that's a good pass there, and we convert. Samonte.
Samonte.
Yes.
Through the block. What a hit from Jules. Of course, from the Ateneo de Manila University. Kita niya, loose din yung block ni Panaga in that sequence.
Taking advantage of that. And we have our team captain, our setter, Rhea de Maculangan. If you are just joining us now, we are asking our Twitter fans to let us know if they think it is going to be a Rhea de Maculangan day or a Gia de Guzman day. Who is going to come up with a more excellent set? So go ahead and tweet us and tell us what you think.
That is a very good matchup as well in today's game, no? Gia de Guzman going up against a veteran, Rhea de Maculangan. Of course, both members of the national team before. As Rhea de Maculangan serves that out. She's also very well for very loaded serves, Rhea de Maculangan.
Yes.
Very uncharacteristic service area.
Creamline still with a 5-point lead here in this first set. Again, these teams both enjoying a 1-0 record so far. We are only in our second week here in the PVL.
Whoever wins today matches the record of the Signal HD Spikers at 2 wins and 0 loss.
Oo, kasi maikli din itong invitational eh. We only get they get a once around, they get to meet each other once, and then we introduce the our invited teams from Japan and from Taipei.
Yeah.
And it's really just the 4 that will go onto the second round.
Every game counts.
Absolutely. High pressure lahat ng games, no?
Exactly.
Of course, the fans are out here supporting their favorite players, and that matters to our players. We know that you are also there cheering them on from wherever you are watching. Oh, look at that. Talagang busbuhay tayo dito sa PVL.
Yes.
Nakulangan back set. And that was a block effort by Liza Valdez. And this time, it is PLDT scoring and outsmarting the blockers of Creamline.
Chin Basas on that play. Yung unang set sa kanya, na-block siya ni Eliza Valdez on that single block coverage. And nakita niya ulit, na-late yung block pero may butas sa likod. He was able to drop it and score that point for the PLDT power hitters.
Star middle blocker. Oh no, never a good time for a service error, especially not if you're trying to pick up 4 points, 5 points late in this first set.
Back-to-back errors for the PLDT power hitters. First was Rhea de Maculangan, now Mika Reyes.
We have a timeout called by Coach George Pascua.
Hahanapin ka, so pag nag-running, baka bigla mag-press dito. Pagka may running swing lang, ibuka mo na rito sa down the line. Huwag nyo nang habulin kasi tumama sa antena. Ha? Bigyan nyo ng space dito para sa down the line. Okay, maliwanag. Ngayon si Eliza, pag walang swing, dito ang drop niyan. Pagka may swing, dito sa down the line na mahina. So, close na sa ating down the line and then ready kayo dito. Nandito at saka yung nandito. Ha? Ngayon, pagtaas ng bola, dito natin ibigay yung bola. Duda, yung kaluwang balikat natin. Kasi inaabangan na, nandito si Panaga, ay si Carlos, at saka dito si Panaga. So, ang bola natin dito kay Chin. So, opposite side tayo, ha?
Go, let's go!
Okay, PLDT.
Together! Coach George Pascua and his coaching team, they're just really scouting their opponents player for player. I mean, we heard him, no? That yung instructions here were very explicit.
Yes, every stage of the tournament, you really have to scout your opponents. Actually, Chicky, that's a big part of the preparation of each and every team.
Aral na aral niya, pati yung the way Liza Valdez swings and where the ball will go depending on how she positions her body, all of that. As we saw also, Michelle Gumawa is on the court now. She is getting some minutes here late in the first set.
Yes, most of these players have been playing the sport almost a decade or even more. So these coaches already know how a certain player plays or reacts inside the court.
Alam mo, sa the avid fans, dahil napaka-strong ng fan base, alam na rin nila yan siguro.
Yeah.
And we have very intelligent volleyball fans who really know the game, understand the game and the players, and they have a lot to contribute. And this is the kind of level of volleyball we are looking at now, and it is just enhanced more and more by the exposure that players are getting internationally, the international events that we bring to the country. So it's great for the volleyball community.
Yes, and as we say that, no, we also have a lot of new fans, and we welcome them to our world, Kiki.
Absolutely. Del Palomata with a running attack, and Liza Valdez could not keep that one up. Well played there by Del.
Strong running hit, and look at
Ganda
that
naman.
healing set. The
Ganda
level of
naman yun.
difficulty,
That's
Chicky.
right. We have Semana now setting for PLDT, and Kyle Negrito also on the side of Creamline. So new setters on the court. And Mepito doon. Called against Kyle Negrito. Good break for PLDT, and they are inching closer.
That's an illegal setting violation against Negrito. That's the right call. He's at the back line. She can't jump while setting.
And she was just trying to salvage that over receive there. Oh, that one is off the block by Gumabaw, getting her team to 4 set points here.
Michelle Gumabaw with that familiar power hit. Of course, hindi na to bago sa volleyball professional scene.
And a quick timeout called again
Ang
by
magiging point lang nila,
Pascua.
alam nyo, yung tumatama lang, dapat nabablock natin yung tumatama lang dito na hindi na depensa natin. Pero pag nakuha natin yon, automatic puntos yun sa atin. Ang nangyayari kasi tumatama sa block, mas mayroon depensaan. So timing sa block. Okay, then pass agad. Diba na? So pag nakuha natin yan, tapos ang laban. Ha? Okay, let's go. Okay, PLDT.
4 set points, but it's not over yet. PLDT can still rally here.
Yes, Coach George Pascua, very specific on that timeout. Sabi niya, we have to press our blocks. Medyo loose yung blocks natin, kaya tumatama sa gilid lang or sa elbows. And yun yung mas mahirap i-defend. And he's right about that.
Palomata again tries that running attack. It worked once. Why not go for it again?
Yes.
Seems to be working.
An emphatic running hit. Semana recognizing na mataas ang porsyento so far ni Del Palomata in this first set.
And she is at the service line. Pressure serve here for Del Palomata. This is still set point for Creamline. Negrito outside. Whoa, what a block! That went right back into the court of
What a block.
Creamline.
Cheeky.
Wow.
Ganda ng pasok ni Soyud. Look at that block. Solid block from Nelly Soyud.
Great effort there.
Fresh from the bench.
Select yung receive natin para makakuha ng block yung ano. Kasi pataas naman eh. Pataas naman yung serve eh, so relax lang sa receive. Gitna lang ang receive para medyo malayo tatakbo eh. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, Creamline!
Sherwin Meneses there, just very chill, very zen. No? As if, well, sa bagay, they have set points still. They just have to maintain it. They've already given up 2 set points, though.
Still 2 set points for the Creamline Cool Smashers, but we know the PLDT power hitters are also capable of making a run.
Del Palomata with 2 straight points from the attack. Middle blocker, oi, and that one is a first set for Creamline off of the service error by Del Palomata. And that's the story here, 25-22 for set number 1. We'll be back to break that down after the break. Stay right there. That's the story, 25-22 Creamline with that first set win. A very exciting first set. Let's take a look at the highlights, Ish.
Of course, in that set number 1 between these two teams, malayo yung nilamang ng Creamline at the beginning of the first set. Pero the PLDT power hitters were able to catch up, pero it was a bit too late for them. As we saw Del Palomata with a service error at the tail end of that first set. The defense of the Creamline Cool Smashers, I think that's what helped their cause in that first set. A lot of opportunities for them to hit the sets from Gia Morandi de Guzman, and that helped them win the first set.
They were pretty neck and neck in the beginning, no? And then we saw a pull away by Creamline with that 11-5 run. So nahirapan ng PLDT, like you said, Ish, nakahabol pero naubusan ng oras. Numbers.
As we take a look, the set number 1 statistics, attacks for the Creamline Cool Smashers 17, 12 only for the PLDT high hitters, 3 blocks for PLDT, only 1 for the Creamline Cool Smashers, no service aces for both teams, and 7 apiece opponent errors for the PLDT power hitters and the Creamline Cool Smashers, Chiki.
So you look at those attack numbers, and we can probably say that the excellent sets are probably favoring the side of Creamline, if you are asking about the Twitter question, as we take a look at the PVL heads, Tony Liao and Ricky Palu. They're enjoying the action. And what I noticed also towards the end, both teams, both coaches shuffling their players a little bit, just bringing in some players for off the bench and giving them some quality minutes as well.
Yes, that's the tactical substitutions that most coaches of the PVL utilize for their teams. To change up the pace and the attacking and the blocking of their team, and as well the opponents.
Yeah. And diba nakita natin talaga how really the coaches scout these players. So bigyan mo ng mga players na hindi nila masyadong kilala pa. Or, you know, I mean, this is one of the things that you said is part of the strategy as well. We talked through that first rally, almost as long as the rally that started us off in this match.
Yes.
This is the way they like to start their sets.
Gemma Galanza with that hit.
So much power.
Yeah,
this is great. Gemma Galanza, of course, we talked about it earlier too. She was one of the bigger contributors, second best scorer after Carlos in that first game that they played.
Sir Alan Acero, the Creamline Cool Smashers on the screen earlier.
Enjoying the action as well. Got Carlos hitting it off the hands of the blockers of PLDT. That's 2-0 now. Second set.
Look at that dig from Gemma Galanza.
That started with a dig, absolutely. We know Gemma Galanza and her defensive prowess.
Yes.
Another national team player, and now she can say that.
Yeah. That was an amazing set, actually, from Rhea Timacolangan. Chinchin Basas wasn't able to put it away.
Nice reception. Ah, beautiful. Great conversion by Samonte. That's what they want to do, just steady scoring. Ano nga, tsagain lang.
Jules Samonte converting that great set again from Rhea Timacolangan to a point.
Let's listen in on Franny Reyes with a report. Franny?
Thoughts Carlos helped the Creamline Cool Smashers in that first set with that 11-5 run, helping them win that set. And I actually got to speak to her before the game. Sabi niya na in their first game, dami nilang errors that they could have avoided. And they can't risk those type of errors playing against PLDT. She said that in that game, she was pushed to really bring herself out, to bring her game out. And they need to play well, especially against Mika Reyes and Cash Arado on the court. So we can expect the Creamline Cool Smashers to continue in playing more cohesively and to up their defense against the PLDT high-speed hitters.
Thanks so much, Franny. Talking about the errors, we saw both teams scoring off of 7 errors from their opponents. So there's room really to minimize also their mistakes.
Yes. Tots Carlos, their 7th point of the match, Chicky. Off of drop balls, off the block hits, power hits. Tots Carlos really still a contender for that MVP race for this conference.
And just so exciting to watch. I think she brings so much energy into this league, and the crowd just loves it whenever binibigay sa kanya yung bola.
Yeah.
And she does not disappoint. One more time, Tots. And that time, she just scores in every possible way. This time off the hands of the blocker.
Scoring machine in Tots Carlos.
And we saw the teammates just enjoying the court action as well and celebrating that point from Tots. MVP from the last conference and best opposite spiker. Timeout.
Yung palo nila. Pag nakita nila naka-establish ang blockers natin na ginagawa nila off-speed lang drop, hindi naman kailangan ng malakas. Kailangan natin ng puntos. So mahina sila bumlock dito sa kalawa, dito ka sa 1. Ha? Nanindihan? Tapos yung block, may tapos kung ba-block, bablock na natin. Tuntusan na kung ba-block.
It almost seemed to me, Ish, like Coach George Pascua was calling out the kind of game that CREAMLINE was playing against them before the timeout. Hindi naman kailangan malakas, basta puntos, which we saw Tots Carlos was going off the block, just tipping it over, going strong.
Yes,
yeah.
exactly, Tricky. That's what he's been saying. So far, no, we have to vary our attacks if we want to win in this game against the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers.
And Valdez again setting up Tots Carlos there. The chance for PLDT here. And they will get the point. Ganyan lang. That's pretty much what Coach George is asking of his girls.
Yes, right on cue. It's chin-chin pasas. You don't have to hit those balls with so much power. No?
Yeah,
Sometimes you have to use the block. You have to use drop balls.
And we saw also the importance of quick transition offense there. Nakita natin si Chin was quick to get him back in position, ready for the attack, and she got it. Back set. Carlos, and she is dug. Good defense here by PLDT. Better blocking by CREAMLINE. Roof there.
What a block from Risa Sato. From Tots Carlos.
Yes, joining forces at the front.
That's what the PLDT power hitters should acknowledge. Not every first attack will result to a point. Kasi may blockings din itong CREAMLINE eh. Kailangan nilang
Tsagain. Recycle. Just go again. And a lucky break for PLDT with a service error. Second one, we're counting by Tots Carlos there. CREAMLINE still with the lead. They took the first set. Eliza Valdez using her power.
We can see Eliza Valdez today with so much power. The usual Eliza Valdez, no? Nakita natin the giggle to make bawi in today's match against the PLDT power hitters as she serves the ball for the Cool Smashers.
6 points so far for Eliza Valdez. She only scored 8 in that last match, and now from back row, she's everywhere. Make that 7 points already for Eliza Valdez.
7,
and we are in the second set only. Very early, and a 5-point lead by CREAMLINE in this first technical timeout. We'll be back.
Pwede naman din kasi medyo tambak.
Okay, sige. Eh, baka mayroon pa madagdag kasi. Sige, 3, Twitter tayo pagbalik.
Pag kulang pa next, body lahi sa akin.
Sige.
Okay lang ba yun?
Mga kulang 1 ha, may Twitter ako.
Ilang minutes?
Question muna, LSG na question. Maybe 1 hour out, may Twitter.
Well, the Eliza Valdez fans are certainly happy about her showing so far, but what about the performance of the setters? We asked you on Twitter who you think will have more excellent sets today, and we have some responses already. J-Man said, I think Guzman will have more excellent sets for today's game, but what I'm sure about is both setters will give the viewers a great match. Both legendary setters in different eras. Agree.
Yes. And of course, from at Volley IT, I think Rhea de Maculangan will have more excellent sets than GM Morada de Guzman. They need good first ball to execute excellent sets, and I think PLDT has steadier passing compared to CREAMLINE. Regardless of that, both are exceptional playmakers. Hashtag PVL Invitational 2022.
Oy, 1-all. Tiebreaker, Gia.
Yes,
sabi nito, sabi ni
Sam.
Sam, will have more excellent sets today, no doubt. G Amazing will deliver. And we want to hear more from you. Just tweet us your thoughts. This is the second set only. CREAMLINE taking that first set, and they're up by 7 points now, pulling away here. Care of Eliza Valdez and her stream of points, just scoring. We saw a back row attack from her earlier on and really doing well in defense as well.
So far with 7 points. Wala pa tayo sa midway ng second set, Chicky. And in that last match against Petrogas Angels, she scored only 8 points in 4 sets.
Yes.
So malaking bawi na agad so far for Eliza Valdez. As we see Gemma Galanza using the block, pero may violation called against them.
And that's a break for PLDT. And again, 6 points. They have to make up. We saw them play catch-up against CREAMLINE earlier in the first set. Now they have a little more time to do it, but so they shouldn't wait until later, no? So tiyagain lang nila like this. Samonte, very consistent.
Jules Samonte. Wala pang solid hit na diretso sa floor, no? She's been using the blockers of the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers, and that's been very effective for her. For the PLDT.
5 points so far today for Jules Samonte. Back row, Gia de Guzman just really looking for that connection with Eliza Valdez. Why not? You go for the hot hands.
8 points for Eliza Valdez. We're just at the 11th point of the second set, Chicky.
Great show for the Phenom here. And of course, the defending champions here at the PVL. Galanza going up. Nice, like Carlos, their defensive play. Great save by Kat Arado. Palomata tries to outsmart Eliza Valdez. And Galanza does better.
Right, that's the right call from Gemma Galanza. First hit, she was dogged. And the second attempt, nakita niya dalawa yung nag-block sa kanya. Del Palomata was able to reach for that block, pero nakita niya malayo si Chinchin Basas. So drinapball na lang niya.
Utakan talaga, and really that that fake swing. De Guzman still finding Eliza Valdez, but this time that was a little wide. Linesman says that ball is out. CREAMLINE still with the lead though in the second set.
Nika Reyes so far has been a bit quiet. That last match against the Charity crossovers, 15 points in 3 sets.
Big game for her. And that's an ace, as we heard the stadium announcer call it.
As you mentioned, Nika Reyes, Del Palomata, yung kanyang ka-diagonal with the service ace. She's come alive for the PLDT power hitters so far in this game.
And a tough call this time. Nice reception by CREAMLINE. Carlos is dug. And this is going to be a chance ball for CREAMLINE. They set up again. Quick one. Good defense by PLDT. Yes, just really Samonte just watching where the ball goes and following it, and being very sharp there.
Jules Samonte, Chicky. Siya pa lang so far yung talagang consistently nakakapag-apply nung instructions ni Coach George Pascua na you have to vary your attacks if we want to win today against the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers.
Palomata again, serving. Wow! I don't know if that was a long reception that Gia de Guzman just made do, or plano ba niya talaga yun? Whatever, looked great.
I think that was just a quick bawi from Gia Morado. Nag-drop bullet ka sa akin earlier, ah. Ako rin.
In style.
Instant bawi from Gia de Guzman.
Of course, these two Ateneans, Samonte and Gia de Guzman. Ito maganda dito, most of these players, of course, they have their fans from their UAAP days who follow them here, even in the Pro League.
Yes.
And so kilala na rin nila itong mga players, have seen their growth and their maturity and what they have done in their careers in volleyball. Mga nagpakasal na, dating single.
Yeah.
De Guzman looking for Galanza. Wow, great block. Better coverage by CREAMLINE. That's off the block. Carlos scores again.
What a set from Gia. Amazing Morado. Look at that, Chicky. Running back set to Tots Carlos has been very effective in this game today.
Well, one setter appreciating another setter's prowess. You know how difficult that was.
Yeah, so hard to do.
There's Gia on the serve. Morado with a perfect reception. Oh, wow. Samonte is blocked there. And CREAMLINE has 16 versus PLDT's 8. And we are on our second technical timeout.
Kaya mo bakunan yun.
Kuya Lard, hindi naman tayo-tayo.
Sa likod ng bench. Sa likod ng bench. Yan. Ay, kaya lang siya. Huwag ano. Sige, si
Release
Chris
ko,
na lang, si
oo.
Chris. Si Coach ang bench. Babae lang kukunan, ha?
Part of the revenge ko man. Ano, Kuya Lard, para
Miss Aileen lang. Okay ba yung 6 pagka naka-time? Ako eh, 6 eh.
Back here at the Phil Oil Flying B Center in San Juan for our first of our doubleheader today. It's second week of the PVL. Chiqui Roa Puno here with Ishpol Barosa enjoying the action with all of you. CREAMLINE took the first set against PLDT and they are with a very commanding lead in the second, 17-8.
Aileen.
Rodas of Rubisco is enjoying the action here, of course, and I'm sure all of the CREAMLINE fans at home as well. Enjoying the lead of CREAMLINE. Again, this is like a same story from the first set na pag-iwanan ang PLDT.
Yeah.
If they're gonna do some catching up, they have to do it now.
Yeah. The beginning of the second set, toe-to-toe, no? Pero as the midway of the set approaches, lumayo na naman yung CREAMLINE Cool Smashers.
Since we have been focusing on the setters, Gia de Guzman has been giving some exceptional sets in this second frame here.
That's what you get when you have very good first balls.
Yes,
Chicky.
absolutely. That's right. We need to really acknowledge the good reception of CREAMLINE. We have a timeout.
Tapos yung depensa, stop, and then basa. Huwag tayong didepensa na moving tayo. Okay, yun lang naman eh. Tapos, ready lang tayo dun sa mga off-speed nila. Kasi hindi naman nila pinapalo ng todo eh. Kumbaga mga off-speed natin, hindi na pinadadaan. Okay, hindi attempt lang tayo. Naintindihan. Malayo pa yan. Kaya nyo naman kapunin eh. Kasi tsagay nyo lang, one at a time lang, ha? Laban lang.
Kilala mo ba? 6 sa'yo.
Much needed timeout there by Coach George, who also was very cool, calm with his instructions, saying na just be in position for defense. We pick that up, wag magmadali, and really to just get that first ball like you were talking about.
Yeah, because not all of the hits from CREAMLINE malakas. No?
And we take a look at Jude Torquato of PLDT, just really focused intently on the game. We know he loves his sports. Jude Torquato, of course, not only a basketball fan, but a volleyball fan as well. Samonte now. That's off the hands, and that's good enough. Point number 10 for PLDT.
Yeah, Jules Samonte intently applying the instructions of Coach George Pascua, using the block that play.
And that was a great back set by Rhea de Maculangan, giving Jules the ball exactly where she wants it. Medyo gusto niya, kasi hindi naman siya katangkaran, no? So she doesn't need to have it very close to the net.
These setters that we have today, the precision of their sets, no? Very high level.
And you see the fans enjoying the rally as Carlos tries to put it away. What a read there by the libero of PLDT. Ah, look at that. Bingo this time. And she saw that corner there with nobody home after this great defensive play, defensive stop by the libero of PLDT.
There's only
That's
one
a Viray.
Gia de Guzman so far outsmarting the blockers of the PLDT power hitters.
Celine Domingo off the bench here with that great point. She's at the serve. Solo block, but that's off her hands. Soriano could keep that ball in play. Again, we're seeing players coming off the bench. Soriano and Celine Domingo. Of course, Rose Vargas back on the court.
Nika Reyes, very quick on that quick spike.
That one is outside.
There's a check.
But there's a check.
Sabi ng ating first referee, Eliza Valdez has come alive in this match.
Looks like we have two of them in double figures now, no?
Tots Carlos with 10 points already in this match. Eliza Valdez matching her output from the last match against Petrogas Eagles at 8. Pero hindi pa tapos itong second set na ito.
Kyle Negrito, the setter now with that serve. Ah!
What a set.
Combination. Great decoy. Nice combination attack there. That worked well. It confused us. Must have confused the defense.
That was a great set from Rhea de Maculangan. No blockers. Michelle Gumaba was so late on that block.
Yeah, ganda ng decoy ni Del Palomata. That really was picture perfect for PLDT. Negrito giving it to Liza Valdez on the right side. PLDT setting up Creamline to Gumabaw. Ball still alive. And the chase. Liza Valdez, Kyle Negrito, crowd loving it. Ceballos, another nice dig. Gumabaw going up. From behind the attack line, a soft one, well read by Creamline. Rhea with an underhanded set, and this is a chance ball for Creamline. Negrito, oh wow! Not a good way to end that exciting rally. Medyo underwhelming yung ending doon.
Yeah, very anticlimactic. That first ball was a bit too tight for Kyle Negrito. Pero yung rally na yun, may complaint na Coach George Pascua. He was saying na yung palo ni Eliza Valdez did not go over the net, but as we see on that replay, it actually did. Eliza Valdez.
She said in these long-drawn rallies, I'm going to make a point and make it quick.
Yes. Sabi niya, can we talk about my ninth point in this game?
Absolutely. I think she wants to reach her double figures before this second set is out. 21-13, a commanding lead for Creamline in the second set. They took the first one, 25-22. Negrito setting up Gumabaw. Ball still in play for PLDT, and this is going to be a free ball. Who will Negrito go to? Gumabaw again! And she goes to the back. And too long for Samonte. Another point.
Gumabaw. Nakita niya saan may butas. She was up in the air. Look at that hit. She recognized instantly Del Palamata was not ready for that double block.
Just talk about the maturity and the court sense that you accrue through the years. Of course, she missed action in the first conference, Michelle Gumabaw, so we're glad to see her reactivated by CREAMLINE here. Oh, we have a violation. Somebody, I think, went over.
Sky Negrito with the net violation. Again, too tight for her, Chicky.
Crossing.
Mahirap. It's a good call by a referee, and chance for PLDT here. Has 8 points to catch up. Wow, narinig mo yun. It's a great cross court there. Number 17, Rose Vargas. That yell.
Sobrang layo na ng lamang ng CREAMLINE Cool Smashers in this second set, Chicky.
Soriano is on the service line there. Wow. Bawe. That looked great. We want to see more of those from PLDT, Hanish.
Eli Soyud from the middle. Of a combination play.
Yes.
That's what you get when you have really good first balls, Chicky. You can do a lot of combination plays if you want.
Yeah. And you know that they have it in their arsenal, diba? Nakita naman natin kapag ginagawa nila when they go for it, they go for the different plays when they get that good first ball. And let's see what the call is. CREAMLINE asking for a check.
It's too long for Michelle Gumabaw.
Yeah. It's a point for PLDT. They're still hanging on. 7 points. But they need to catch up. Gumabaw again. Soyud going up with a dink. Nice read by Michelle Gumabaw there. Vargas off the hands. Reyes.
Rose Vargas. And using the block of the PLDT power hitters.
So CREAMLINE just coasting through this second set. Let's see if Michelle Gumabaw can put an end to this set. And that is outside. And again, this is the way we saw the first set end also with an error coming from PLDT. So an easier win for CREAMLINE in the second set. 25-16. We'll break it down after a few minutes. We'll be back.
Kuya Lars. Okay. Tsaka Josh. Ay, pwede nang pag-defend akay upcoming in the next call. Pwede naman, kasi ano na eh, sure naman eh, reveal naman na yan. Power charger, part of the power charger, the upcoming next one. Ganun na lang.
Back here at the Phil Oil Flying V Center, that has been the story. CREAMLINE up 2-0 against PLDT. Taking a look at these highlights, and you have a pretty good explanation as to why CREAMLINE is doing so well today and PLDT struggling, Ish.
Yeah, the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers so far, Chicky. Yung Holy Trinity nila, first and foremost, and Gemma Galanza, Eliza Valdez, and Tots Carlos working at their best today. Eliza Valdez, 9 points already. Just at the end of that second set, no? And of course, the contribution of Gia de Guzman, the distribution of her sets, and of course, the errors of the PLDT power hitters, and the complacency on their defense. And they have to also acknowledge na not all attacks that they're gonna do at the beginning of their sets, no? Convert agad sa points.
Yeah,
and as you can see, set number 2 statistics, attacks pull away itong CREAMLINE Cool Smashers at 19 attack points, only 8 for PLDT high-speed hitters, 1 block for the PLDT high-speed hitters, an ace for the PLDT high-speed hitters, and of course opponent errors 6 for PLDT and only 3 for the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers.
Yeah, yeah. And, you know, we credit Kyle Negrito also, who has gotten some good minutes as setter for CREAMLINE. The 19 attacks that CREAMLINE put out in that second set was also care of the backup setter in Kyle Negrito, who always talks about Gia de Guzman and her guidance. So we know that that's happening. That's a kind of thing happening in CREAMLINE also.
Yes, and of course, we all know Kyle Negrito played for the country.
Yes.
The last Vietnam SEA Games this year.
Absolutely. Another national team player already here in CREAMLINE. And we were talking off air also, Ish, about Mika Reyes and how we are still looking for her to create some magic. The magic that we know she can create.
Yeah, of course, she had the numbers in their first game against the Charity Go Crossovers with 15 big points. But so far, today, only 3 points, Chicky.
Of course, yeah, this is only, they still have this set, this is a must-win set here, so she has that maturity. We've talked about that a lot too. She knows what it's like to na maging dehado at kailangan pumukpok. And we hope that she is able to bring her A game in this third must-win set for PLDT.
But of course, I think a lot of factors can also be weighed in here, no? Their defense and their first balls, their reception, have not been working to their favor so far.
Yeah, good observation. Let's see what Franny Reyes has for us with her report. Franny?
Yes, we've been missing Mika Reyes' presence on the court, and she actually told me that there are a few things that their team needs to work on. One of them is the ability to adjust to what the coaches want. Now, we've been hearing from Coach George, you know, they have to vary their attacks. They need to better their reception if they want to beat the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers. You know, they also need to lessen their errors. Di nila napapakita ang mga pinapractice nila sa training. And it's really, you know, these things that left them trailing in that second set. So let's see if they can work their magic to take over this third set.
Thanks a lot, Franny. We will look out for Mika Reyes, of course, who also, we know she has that history, she has the reputation, and we see her going up for that solo block. Alam naman natin yung bangis at yung angas ni Mika, even from her UAAP days. We know the kind of caliber player she is.
Yeah. The last time we saw that single block coverage from her in this match, first set pa, no? And she tallied 3 big blocks on that 3 straight sets win against the Charity Crossovers in their last matchup.
Yeah, and this middle blocker scoring a lot on the attacks in her first outing, in their first game in this Invitational. So, nabanggit mo nga rin yun, Ish. She did so well in the first game. Now, the expectations are high. But you know, that's volleyball. There are ups and downs, and you don't always come strong. We saw it happen to Eliza Valdez in the first match.
And this game ain't over yet.
Yeah.
So she can still catch up for the PLDT power hitters.
They are enjoying a 2-point lead early in this third set. And unfortunate service error by Samonte. That long one.
Yul Samonte has come alive for the PLDT power hitters, leading the pack in 7 points so far.
Steady player, Jules Samonte. She is a go-to for Rhea Damakulangan today. And lucky for PLDT, a service error this time coming from the CREAMLINE.
Of course, Josh Villanueva, the Ateneo de Manila University Blue Eagles. Hello to my teammate. How are you there?
A lot of Ateneans enjoying the action here. Siyempre, itong kasama ko. Kapag nanonood ka pa dito, watching these girls and having your teammates around, let me ask you, what is more nerve-wracking, playing in collegiate or playing for national or pro?
Actually, medyo mas mahirap maglaro locally, no?
Oo.
Because these fans know that you're a part of the national team, so they have a certain set of expectations from you. But look at that controversial hit. Tama, that was the right call from the referees. That hit from Eliza Valdez hit the antenna. So a score for the PLDT power hitters.
Yeah, 3-point lead, timeout, CREAMLINE.
Pag lumagpas sa net nyo, mahirap depensahan. Let's go. Timing.
Hey, CREAMLINE!
Yun yung ulo.
This is a welcome set of events for PLDT. Enjoying a lead now in this third set. A must-win situation for them as they gave up the first two. And Ika Reyes already showing her wares at the block. She scored a solo block early, and that was a nice serve. Better stop by Gemma Galanza there.
Good hustle still inside of the PLDT power hitters, but that score go to Dots Carlos.
And she is getting ready to serve. Had 2 service aces in the first match. Let's see if she can get one today. Oh, great reception by Samonte. Wow, look at that save by Galanza. Free ball, PLDT will set up. Combination from behind there. Wow, that worked.
Chicky. What an amazing play
Ganda.
from Rhea de Maculangan. Look at that, fishing out the blockers with that fake jump set.
Yeah, great execution there by PLDT. Like you called it earlier, Ish. They have it in them. You just need to get that ball to Rhea. And she will know what to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here we go. Rhea de Maculangan. Going to Ceballos there, and they get to recycle the ball. This is the recycling we're talking about, and they are able to do that now, PLDT. And that one looks like it's, oh, wala, no touch. That was outside, and a point for PLDT again. Now with a 4-point lead at this first technical timeout. We'll be back.
Coach, anong ginagawa mo?
But she said,
Back at the Phil-All Flying V Center for our first of our doubleheader, PLDT versus CREAMLINE, with PLDT in a must-win third set here, having given up the first two. CREAMLINE, but they are looking good-ish.
Gia Morado, de Guzman going to Celine Domingo. That last play, good recognition. Nakita niya De Leon was a bit late for that one.
Good performance there by Celine Domingo, who was picked out of the bench in the second set. Continues to see action here. Meantime, PLDT fighting for survival. Both teams coming in with 1 win apiece. So somebody will go home undefeated. And the other team with a tainted record. That's why the importance of this win. No?
Yeah, take a look at that.
Wow.
Single block coverage from Rhea de Maculangan. Of course, a very tall setter as well.
Yun din ang advantage talaga ng PLDT with Rhea
Yes.
being a tall setter and a contributor in the blocking department. Pero talaga, I can never get used to seeing Gemma Galanza, all of 5'7", just with her leaping ability, her vertical and her timing, and that wind up, just perfect form.
Already 8 points in this game against the PLDT power hitters.
Creamline with a 3-point deficit. Celine Domingo gets ready to serve here. Rhea pushing it out. Great pancake by Carlos. Wow, Balanza works off the block.
Again, Busnisha. What a pancake save. Grabe. What a save from Tots Carlos. And of course, sinuplian yun ng off-the-block power hit ni Gemma Galanza.
Yep. Holy Trinity, like you said.
Being activated in today's match.
Creamline still catching up here, trying to in this third set, but they are very comfortable with a 2-0 lead so far against PLDT.
Jules Samonte leading this squad so far, Chicky, with 8 points under her name. She's come alive.
She has. She's definitely carrying the load here. Also, this girl, Del Palomata, has shown a couple of tricks today. Good running attacks and nice off-speed hits.
But both of them need help, no? If they want to survive and extend this to a 4th set. You see Gemma Galanza running off the block with her 10th point of the match out of 9 attacks.
Here's Gia de Guzman at the serve. And that one is off the hands this time.
Again, Chicky. Jules Samonte with 9 big points. Rhea de Maculangan milking her while she's in the front row.
I guess as a setter talagang nararamdaman mo yun. And you can't help it, I guess, when you know she's got the hot hands. You gotta give it to her.
Being a setter, you know, it's always a difficult task. Because hindi ka pwedeng mawala. You always have to decide whether to go for this player or that player. And both of these setters have been doing their jobs properly.
That's a nice receive there, but PLDT and good conversion. Basas finishing it off. That cross court.
Another player that the PLDT power hitters squad need to be contributing in this match against Creamline. So far, it's just been Jules Samonte.
Sabi mo nga, it needs to be a team effort, especially at this juncture where they have to win this third set in order to play on. Great play by the libero there, Creamline. Then, Stisha naman, sabi mo. That's great effort by Kyla Tienza. The libero of Creamline there, starting that entire sequence off, ending with that down the line kill.
Take a look at that caught shot from Eliza Valdez for her 10th point of the match.
Ayun na in double figures niya. Samonte even showing up for defense there.
What a dig.
Valdez, yes, keeping the ball in play. It's going to be a free ball. PLDT. Oh, great effort. Ceballos is using her power to get it through the block of Carlos and Domingo there.
Ceballos, their 7th point of the match. The side of the PLDT power hitter, 7 points for Ceballos. Palomato with 6, Basas with 6, Mika Reyes with 4, and Jules Samonte with 9 points. Cheeky.
A big contrast. Mika Reyes at the serve now, 4 points. 2 each with the attacks and the blocks. She was the top scorer in the first match. So Mika looking to her teammates to carry them through here, and a rare error by Samonte. Forgive na yan because she's been doing so well. Jules Samonte.
That's her first attack error, Cheeky, of the match. Tots Carlos with that familiar jump serve.
Yep. There's the ace. There's the ace her fans have been waiting for.
That's the perfect toss, perfect time, perfect lead for Tots Carlos, serving that ace for the Creamline Cool Smashers. Timeout called by Coach George Pascua for the PLDT power hitters. Let's listen in.
Good, okay, Chin, ready ka lang dito sa... Dalawa lang, ano ha, baka i-drop ni setter, nasa harapan yun. Okay? So pag nag-running, ikaw nang kumuha, yung opposite side, Viola, ikaw nang kumuha. Sigurado, pag nagkabalikan, magra-running yan. So depensa ka lang dito, Reyes.
Receive muna tayo. What's happening here? What is PLDT doing right this time? Now, with maintaining the lead here in this third set.
The PLDT power hitter is Cheeky. So far, able to revive their floor defense from their last matchup against the Charity crossovers, and they're able to convert those magnificent sets from Rhea de Macalangan. And I've been noticing Rhea de Macalangan when she's setting the ball to the pins, no? The opposite and the open hitters. It's a bit off the net.
Medyo malayo,
yes,
no?
Kasi
Yeah.
nakikita niya na dun sila mas nagiging effective so far in this game against the Creamline Cool Smashers.
So the adjustment, and there's a familiar Gia de Guzman play. So deceptive.
The trick
of
Gia de Guzman. Wow.
And, you know, you've come to expect Gia come up with that at least once in the game. Pero mahuhulaan mo, kailan ba niya bibigay? Kaya hindi mo talaga mabantayan din eh.
Yeah.
So unpredictable. The Lanza this time a little wide on that cut shot.
The way I see it, Gia Morado de Guzman does that whenever the middle blocker or the opposite hitter serves. Because tatakbo pa sila from the end line. So that's a very strategic...
Something tells me ginagawa mo rin yan.
Same tactics.
Same tactics. Like minds, yes. Diba? Yan naman. Of course, I'm talking about this multiple. Ilan na ba best setter mo? Lima ba yun?
Yes.
No, UAB. And we have a technical timeout with PLDT enjoying a 3-point lead, 16-13. 16-13 is the count. PLDT is still in it, but fighting hard to keep on playing in this first match of our doubleheader today on PVL Saturday here at the Phil Flying V Center. Chiqui Roa Puno with Ish Polvorosa, Franny Reyes, our courtside reporter. And we are so happy that all of you are enjoying this game from wherever you are, watching at home or over Signal Play or Smart Giga, One Sports Plus. Ito rin ang maganda na nangyayari dito sa volleyball. And I think this is the reason why we also have so many fans. There was a time the games happen live. If you miss it, you miss it. But nowadays, there's so many ways to watch the games back because we have a lot of replays and we have them on Signal Play and Smart Giga. So napapanood niyo yung action. But of course, live is the best. And those people are watching it here at the Flying V Center are really having a great time. Oh, wow. Udakan na naman eh. Udakan Blues.
Lucky break right there for Gia de Guzman. Drop ball, no? With the help, retain the net. These setters so far, what a showdown. Gia de Guzman with 17 excellent sets. Andrea de Macolangan with 17 as well, Chiqui.
Wow. Talagang showdown.
Showdown.
And we wonder what our Twitter followers are saying because as we take a look at Baji Del Rosario of PLDT here, just enjoying the lead of his team.
Yes, they have to take care of that lead, Chiqui.
We're talking about the Twitter question that we have. Which setter they think will deliver more today? Talagang tama yung tanong natin ngayon kasi we are even Steven right now with 17 excellent sets apiece, sabi mo.
Neck and neck.
Neck and neck. Nice. Great effort by PLDT. Keep that ball alive, and de Guzman is red this time. Carlos with that dive, save. And a lot of tiki-tack here. Let's get a set play here. Yes, de Guzman going from behind. Valdez is dug with that soft one. That's a very unusual rally that we saw.
Again, an anticlimactic ending to that straight rally, Chiqui.
That's funny because we didn't see too many set plays there. No, not too many set pieces.
That was a miscommunication part of the PLDT power hitters.
And Valdez there just using her soft hands from back row to get point number 16 for CREAMLINE. Samonte going up, block, great coverage by PLDT. Samonte again. Nice up by the libero. Kienza there, PLDT there. Rather CREAMLINE, but that was into the net.
Jules Samonte.
Now she is lapsing into errors. Pressure being felt by Jules Samonte, as we said, carrying a lot on her shoulders in this game. She's been getting most of the touches.
Yes, Chiqui. 10 points already for her. The only double-digit scorer so far for the PLDT power hitters.
Samonte again. And we have a violation called against PLDT and CREAMLINE now evening things up here after that comfortable lead that PLDT was enjoying. Hindi pa lumalamang ang CREAMLINE in this third set, but now they are threatening to do just that.
The PLDT power hitters must win this set.
Yeah, I think na medyo nagkakagulo. I think they need to regroup a little-ish, no?
And thanks for that service error from Gia de Guzman. They're able to.
This is a chance here. We saw even in that rally that we witnessed just a couple of plays ago, no? There really weren't set plays from either side. It was just like tiki-tack volleyball, balikan lang ng bola, and they're just trying to get organized. And PLDT just really needs to come up with the plays that we saw them already showcase earlier in the day.
It's a lucky break for the PLDT. power hitters. The reception wasn't good for Gia de Guzman. Set was a bit too tight. Credit that point to the heavy serve of Rhea de Maculangan, who was the veteran in her shows.
Outside set to Carlos from the left side. And this opposite spiker can convert from anywhere.
Tots Carlos with 14 big points in this match, Chicky. Using the hands of Chinchin Basas.
Great play there. Creamline just a point behind. PLDT is struggling here after winning straight sets against Cherry Tigo in their first set. Nice read. Creamline there and Arada there with a nice save. Great dig by Galanza. Carlos goes up. Off the block. And Creamline again, tying things up. 20 all. Creamline does not want to go for a fourth set. They want to end it already.
They don't. And that was an out of system play for Tots Carlos. 15 points for her as she ties this game. 20 apiece in the set number 3.
Big numbers for Tots Carlos. And this is going to be a chance ball. Creamline. Eliza Valdez goes one-on-one and wins that point.
Now they lead by a point here, 21-20, Chicky.
It's too much for Chin Basas there.
Whereas Eliza Valdez, 12 points in 3 sets so far. What a game for Eliza Valdez.
That's Gemma Galanza, who's been awesome at the defense and also putting a lot of attack points. So Galanza showing her versatility. Carlos going up with that soft one, just right over the two-man block. What a showing for Tots Carlos, and look at these fans just appreciating that excellent play. Creamline 22, PLDT 20, we have a timeout.
Nagda-drop yun. Hindi naman yan nagda-drop ball sa dulong-dulo. So nagda-drop ball yun, either dito sa may kaliwa o kanan ng blocker. So ready tayo pag binaba, pasok natin. Eh, pag binaba sa sige, panuhin ninyo. Wala na, ladies, wala nang gustong mag-initiate sa atin eh. Wala nang gustong pumalo eh. Sige, panuhin ninyo. No mercy na yan. Wala na pwedeng bigay-bigay. Crucial point na yan. Ha? Okay, let's go.
Natumbok nga ni Coach George yung sasabi natin yung bigay-bigay and lack of the set play. Somebody has to initiate the plays.
Yeah. It's like what Tots Carlos is doing, no? We are the latter part of the set. Puntos na kung puntos, di ba? You have to have that conviction na kapag binigay sa'yo yung bola, I would score this point for my team. That so far, the last few points for PLDT, nag-hesitate sila to hit that ball.
Oh! Look at that! Now even an ace serve for Gemma Galanza.
Talk about hesitation, Chicky.
Yeah. Needed defensive PLDT one more time on that serve by Gemma. Yeah. And that should probably have been left for the libero.
She wasn't sure if he's gonna get it or the libero. Again, targeting Ceballos.
Post. And a chance again for Creamline to set up. Carlos is blocked this time. Liza Valdez from the other end. And Nepito doon. Unfortunately for PLDT, it will be called against them. And the effort there to keep the ball alive. One more time. That, yes, there's a net violation against Mika Reyes, and this is set point, match point for Creamline Cool Smashers.
10-3 run, Chicky.
Wow.
Napako sa 20 itong PLDT.
Chance.
Lucky break there.
Lucky break. Definitely one that they need. Pero sabi mo nga, 10-3 run. And it was almost effortless for Creamline.
Liza Valdez with 12 points and 11 excellent digs, Chicky.
Wow.
Doon ka man galing,
Time out.
Si Viola Nasaran. B, tres. Tots. Pag may receive, namangan kay Tots. Kasi yun, dun yung ano.
Itaas lang natin lahat.
Pagka walang receive, reaction agad, alam na natin gagawin doon. Follow cover. Pero isipin muna natin, ma-receive natin maganda.
Yes,
So, let's go. One more.
Hey, CREAMLINE!
CREAMLINE talking business as if they weren't in the lead 2-0 with a match point. 2 match points actually.
Yes, Chicky. That time out coach Sherwin Meneses, sabi niya, kapag nagkaroon tayo ng magandang receive, kumorsyento tayo with Tots Carlos. Kasi gusto na nilang manigurado, Chicky.
That's right. And maganda rin yung dagdag niya. If hindi maganda yung receive, you know what to do.
Yes. Let's see.
Maganda yung receive. That's exactly
Yes.
as drawn out by Coach Meneses. CREAMLINE takes it in 3, 25-21 in this third set. And PLDT will go home today with a blemished record, while CREAMLINE is undefeated after 2 games here at the PVL. We'll take a break and we'll talk more about this win by CREAMLINE in just a minute.
Kuya Lars. Anong hours na pumasok? 5:30, 5:20. Kuya Lars, pagbalik, big score, highlights ng player, si Tots, tapos stats ni Tots, interview with Franny, highlights ng set 3, and then stats ng set 3, tapos up next, tapos bye-bye na.
Pakiulit.
Dek, ano po? Big score.
Okay, standby.
Dek, ulitin mo.
Hindi na. Thank you.
Yes, Dek. Pa-count daw. Kuya Carla, pa-countdown daw. 20 daw, standby, Kuya Lars. Yes.
Standby, big score. Sige, pasok, big score. Standby.
A straight sets win by CREAMLINE against PLDT. CREAMLINE now with a 2-0 record. And let's take a look at some of the highlights of those 3 sets. Of course, Tots Carlos, look at those numbers. 17 points today, 15 in attacks, 1 block, and an ace. And we know she has what it takes. The MVP from the last conference, best opposite spiker. She did not disappoint.
Yes. 17 big points for Tots Carlos.
And she is our player of the game, and she is with Franny Reyes. Franny?
Congratulations, Tots. What a spectacular showing from you today. No? Na, I just have a few questions. During the third set, mas mabagal siya compared to the first 2. Ano na sa isip mo to take over that set and to win the game?
Honestly, for sure, CREAMLINE up by 2 sets. For sure, hindi naman papayag yung PLDT na basta-basta lang ibigay yung game. So, we expected that third set to be more aggressive and mas intense since PLDT is, naghahabol. So, hindi naman rin basta-basta lang yung players nila. We have Mika Reyes, they're setters, they're good libero. So, yun lang. Ang gusto lang naman ni Coach is to perfect kung ano yung ginagawa namin sa training, ilabas namin dito sa game. For example, lalo niya dinidiin yung blocking. So, we really tried to execute properly.
And we definitely saw that. No? Now, kanina pa namin pinag-uusapan ng maturity from college days to pro days. So, I want to ask you now, paano ka nag-mature from the last conference naman?
Actually, I think it's still the influence of my teammates kasi as you know, Liza Valdez, Michelle Gumabaw, Gia Morado, one of the best yan So, wala kang choice kundi makipagsabayan talaga sa kanila and really improve and try to be better every day. So, I think it's really my teammates and my coaches.
Thank you so much, Tots. Before you go, is there anyone you want to greet? Maybe your mom na nag-prepare ng taho for your breakfast this morning.
Yeah, I'm so happy my mom is here. No, I just want to say hi to my family sa Pampanga, lola, mga pinsan ko, tita, sa mga tito ko, and also sa lahat ng sumusuporta sa CREAMLINE and Rebisco teams. Actually, we're really grateful for you guys, and we hope na hanggang dulo magkakasama tayo.
Thank you so much, Tots. Back to the panel.
Thanks so much, Franny. Thanks, Tots, and congratulations to you. And props to your Kabalehan fans na binati talaga ngayon, of course, the family. Let's talk about these 3 sets and what went down there. A lot of excitement, a lot of fun, actually. This crowd really enjoyed the action.
Set number 3 highlights. Chicky. Lamang pa yung PLDT power hitters eh. Sa simula nun hanggang sa 20s point, pero napako sila doon. And CREAMLINE made a run, a 10-3 run, courtesy of their great defense and their opportunities from the offensive side. And they were able to snatch that set and eventually the game against the PLDT power hitters.
Of course, Tots Carlos was consistently a go-to player all throughout, but Gemma Galanza had a lot to show, particularly in the 3rd set, front and back. And look at those numbers.
Set number 3 statistics, Chicky. 17 attacks for the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers, only 9 for the PLDT high-speed hitters. 2 blocks for PLDT, none for the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers. A service ace for PLDT, 2 for CREAMLINE. Opponent errors, 9 ang binigay ng CREAMLINE and only 6 ang binigay ng PLDT. Chicky, the Holy Trinity activated in this game.
Oo nga,
Yes.
nabanggit mo, talagang we saw them in action and we expect more of that as the games continue. You know, we have to mention that they were off-season, so hindi sila magkasama for a while, and then you know that this team, they gel, they are cohesive, so we expect a lot more from CREAMLINE, who are now 2-0 and in the lead together with Signal.
Yes.
And they are coming up next against the Cherry Digo crossovers. A lot more excitement coming your way for our second of our doubleheader today in the PVL. So in the meantime, we say goodbye and we thank you for joining us on behalf of Franny Reyes and our director Raul Leocampo and all the men and women of Signal Sports. This has been Chikiro Puno with my partner Ish Polvarosa. We thank you for joining us in our continuing coverage of the 2022 Premier Volleyball League Invitational Conference, the heart of volleyball.